Joining us now, Democratic Representative Eddie Bernice Johnson of Texas. Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon, and thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Paul Ryan was sounding very conspiratorial on Morning Joe this morning. Is this just talk, or do you think he actually believes that the president is secretly wanting to cause the gridlock and dysfunction of Congress?
You know, he might believe that because it's at the point now where we don't know what the Republicans believe. It's a got you. Every issue is a got you. We can find something to criticize the president on instead of taking care of the people's business. In every committee, on the floor, every amendment, every bill, the whole focus of these Republicans is getting a way to have a wage against the president. They're not taking care of business.
And do you think that's why they've chosen to jump on this contraception issue? Do you think this is another opportunity to attack the president?
It's another opportunity to attack the president, use an emotional issue to try to divide the president from some of the voters and good citizens. You know, we're talking about an insurance plan. We're not talking about church. We're not talking about faith. It's an insurance plan, and it does not force anything on anybody. It gives women the opportunity to have health care at their choice. And, you know, it is so interesting that they focus on abortion. Abortion demand is at the lowest it's been in modern history. And so it's really not about that issue. It's just another wage issue to attack the president.
But Speaker Boehner, ma'am, says that this is about the federal government interfering in the consciences of American people. Do you have no sympathy at all for his position?
I do not, because I know it's all a false position to get the emotions of people. It's not real. If it was a real thing, I think I could go along with it, but it isn't. We're talking about insurance coverage, and people in this country need insurance coverage, as the women. They want their health care covered, and they do not want men to decide they can't have access to whatever health care they need. You know, every time this issue comes up, it's always a male that brings it up who will never need an abortion. And I hope that most women won't need an abortion, but it's an individual choice if there's a troubled pregnancy. It is not the choice of anyone else but the person, her family, and her doctor. And it should not even be a discuss here. This insurance coverage is not a religious issue. It is a family business issue. It has nothing to do with religion. We all have the freedom of religion. And you know what? I don't hear anybody else talking about what's in insurance plans. The women of this nation want to be covered, and they want to be covered whether or not they're working for a Catholic hospital. I am a product of a nursing school by a Catholic college, and I will always be grateful for that education. I'm a product of the Catholic Church, but I do believe in individual choices, and I think that I have no right to impose my choice on any other female.
Representative Eddie Bernice Johnson, categoric on those matters. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And